and your fellow patrons, please turn off all electronic devices. We also ask you to refrain from using any flash photography and all recording devices for the remainder of the show. Thank you, and enjoy the performance.
Florence, please concentrate.
The archway's clear!
Hurry up, let's go!
Florence, go with them. Go!
We'd like to take our message.
Frank says if they move across the river, we move back to the wall.
If they stay at the mall,
We move to Margaret Bridge.
We move, they move! Each game of chess means there's one less variation left to replay. Each day golf through means one or two less mistakes remain to be made. Not much is known of early days of chess beyond a fairly vague report that 1500 years ago two princes fought, though brothers for a Hindu throne. Their mother cried, for no one really likes her offspring fighting to the death. She begged them sought the slaughter with her every breath, but sure enough one brother died. Sad beyond belief, she told her winning son, you have caused such grief, I can't believe this evil thing you've done. He tried to explain how things had really been, but he tried in vain. No words of his could satisfy the queen. And so he asked the wisest men he knew the way to lessen her distress. They told him he'd be pretty certain to impress by using mortal soldiers on a check, or to show it was his brother's fault they thus invented chess. Let's go!
The world chess champion, and Freddie Trump, the challenger!
You. I don't speak frog. Takes question.
Olympic sport.
What, and play it for free?
Oh, Mr. Trumper, what are your impressions of Bangkok so far?
Well, geez, I'm staying right here at the Hilton. I'm driving a Chevy Impala. Down the block's not only McDonald's, but a Burger King. Seems like Cleveland to me.
Freddie, in Budapest is scheduled at the same time as the next summer conference.
If we make it to Budapest. Hey, I could win them all here. He could just give up.
Yes, but do you think these series of summits would not depoliticize events like these?
If they had, would creeps like you be here?
Oh, Freddie, what led you?
My advice to the President of the United States is, the only time you believe an utterance from a Russian is when he cuts the cheese.
Some questions now for Mr. Zagevsky.
Oh, Mr. Sergevsky, this is only the second time that a match has been divided between two sides, Bangkok and Budapest in this case. It seemed to me that you, as world champion, have found it necessary to compromise.
I shall speak to that. Mr. Anatoly Sergevsky plays where the chess ball federation tells him to play. The match sites are not under our control.
Ready?
What, is someone talking to me?
Bangkok has a reputation of having a rather rich nightlife. Are you planning to...
I'm in training. Sorry to say, maybe next time.
Probably brought all you need anyway.
What is that supposed to mean?
Miss Vassey's not an unattractive woman, Freddie.
Florence is my second. What are you implying?
Nothing.
No, I want to know!
Freddie, just leave.
Come here! Come here!
Look, it was a joke, okay? And what did I say? He's out of his dream. He's finally flipped between you and me. He swears the American dream is the best. But he's no advertiser for life in the West.
Well, you got your first
How sad that the best this country's produce is falling before our eyes and now is reduced to a mindless abuse. Wish we grateful instead. Rome made him famous, without us he's dead. Tell us the United Nations. Is he an
asset to East-West relations?
It's only performance, it has to be.
It's a nice his reputation.
But to sit there in front of you.
That's very amusing.
Molokov, your telephone messages. Good luck, Sergesky. The American is just a child.
I'm beginning to think your chess match will not be the boring assignment I had feared. From your wife. She calls from home.
You learn that when I'm in a match, I have neither a wife
You are
nor
at home? When you're home, I understand you don't call your wife either. But this is not my business.
I'm here to play
And I'm
chess.
here trying to play chess. What did you bring?
the woman who trumpet, Florence Vassi?
An experienced second. She's well known. You could have just asked me.
Hungarian refugee, left Budapest as a child, 1956. Sleep together?
Rumor is they don't anymore, but we're checking this out ourselves.
He needs only an answer, Nikolai, not a video.
Speak for yourself. Hungarian woman. I had a crush on one in Moscow. But just because I was Russian.
The sacrifices we Russian men have had to make for the cause of world peace.
Hello? I'll be right down. Our ambassador has arrived.
Our ambassador?
Didn't I tell you? He's asked to play a single game against the world's champion.
Tonight, no more.
You went to university with the first secretary. You have no choice.
Who needs a dream? Who needs a vision? Would be fool in my position. Once I had dreams. Now their obsession
30,000. He won't take a penny less. Wait up, Freddie. He's at him, and it's 30 or nothing. No, 30. It's a deal. 25. Blue, I'll see up my little show. 25 grand. It doesn't have to be a photo picture.
It doesn't?
They can use anything they want. They put your signature across the seat. One ad. They don't have to photograph you. They can pull something.
Freddie, please, concentrate.
Now, a photo session, I told them, that was going to cost real money. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm already running late. The trade show's just beginning. Florence, if you feel like slumming.
A photo session was going to cost real money. Where did you find that guy selling watches on Broadway?
You just hate the idea of making money, don't you?
I hate the fact of always talking about it. Now that he's sold your feet, what other parts of your body are you going to throw in?
Florence.
I suggest the head, something you don't seem to use anymore.
Get off me.
Watch him. That is my advice, period.
I know what I'm doing.
That I'm going to have to take on faith.
Sergeyevsky doesn't know what the hell to make of me after this morning.
Stick to the chess, Freddie. Do what you're good at. The Russians aren't as dumb as you think. Sergeyevsky may not have just sold his toes for 25 grand, but we can still have some respect for him. And from now on, this agent or whatever he is stays away from you while you're preparing.
What are you, my mother? You're not here to tell me what to do, Florence.
I thought that's exactly what my job was, Freddie. Here, pawn down. Bishop, with the knight.
Okay, very nice. Where'd you pick that one up?
Belinsky in Philadelphia. He saw his position in a Sergeyevsky match in Volgograd. I've been saving it.
Okay, so I won't let myself get caught into a position.
Sergeyevsky wasn't the one who made the move, Frederick. He was the one who got out of it.
No, Florence. No, that's not possible.
Sergeyevsky found a way out.
You must have it wrong.
It's not going to be as easy as you think, Mr. Trumper. How many women would spend their time playing a game of chess? Not very many. And the way things are going, soon there'll be one less.
I don't believe you, sweetie pie.
Listen, I had my ambitions. How did I go waylaid and end up as nursemaid to you?
I'm 90% of the way to the top of the heap.
Thanks. 10%. You got me cheap.
No, Florence, that's not what I meant.
How many women, articulate women, with something to shout about, would spend their time playing a game in which silence is golden and speaking a crime?
Maybe if you move
All my
this
nights
king.
for recognition spent with Goethe and Proust, to you, who thinking Chekhov is king to G3 and Joyce my college roommate. But when I show you a move you can't fathom, I have to admit it feels great.
Great news for chess fans. Yep, that's how he did it. That's how the communist plays.
Maybe I deserve a raise. Nice. Maybe you are ready for the Russians.
Miss Vassy, wonderful show, isn't it?
Makes you
Proud to
feel...
be American.
What do you want, Mr. Novikov?
You've learned my name. I'm flattered. A question about the chairs.
We agreed on Swedish chairs. Neutral chairs.
We granted us two very comfortable Finnish chairs. Finland's neutral.
But are the chairs?
You seem so distrustful. I hope you're not one of those right-wing conservative Americans.
Not yet, but keep talking.
What's funny, Mr. Malcolm?
Miss Vassy, a humorous woman.
What a pleasure to see the opposing delegations getting along.
The world is changing.
No one can deny that these are testings of time.
No one can deny that these are difficult times.
It's the U.S. versus USSR. Let me call on the floor.
No one can deny that these are difficult times.
What can you do? Call on the side. We are strong and
These are very dangerous and difficult times.
It really doesn't matter who ends up on top.
Who gets the chop? convergence. Our quest for peace, the bonds of common interest. All east and west.
As long as our man wins.
As long as our man wins.
Put that down.
Stop.
The yogurt. Give that here. Let me see that.
Get away!
Check it. I want someone checking that yogurt.
Check it for what?
Check it.
This is crazy. Why should I let you look at my yogurt?
It's strawberry yogurt. I saw it was strawberry.
This is true.
And before that it was blueberry.
So?
What are you, stupid? He's getting signals with the choice of yogurt. He's cheating.
Mr. Trump.
Don't be so damn naive.
The shutka?
Do you see him showing us his yogurt? He's cheating. Just look at his face. I demand he no longer be served yogurt, and I want an apology.
Nikada!
Freddie, what are you doing?
I think I'm very, very generous here. I could demand he be disqualified. Come on, call him on it. You're the arbiter. Okay, I see how it is you're working for him.
Mr. Trumper, would you please?
No, forget it. This match is history. It's over.
But you cannot always choose who you work for.
True, and I've noticed you seem to have the same problem.
We wish, no must, may God discuss at this abuse perfectly clear. We're here for just or the U.S. If so, quite well the atmosphere. We wish, no must, may God discuss at this abuse perfectly clear. We're here. Or you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything, except that we continue on with this match.
I will be in my room packing. Such a waste.
People have invested millions of dollars in us, Mr. Molotov, in chess.
This is not my
Well is. So what do you suggest we do? Let it all collapse in just one day? Let selfishness dictate to us? Not while I'm the arbiter of this match. This is the message I want you to get across. Tomorrow morning I expect to see 2 smiling players at that table. I'll amend that. I don't give a shit if they're smiling. I don't care if they're bleeding. 2 more bodies are what's required. That is all.
Yogurt.
Why wouldn't he let anyone see his yogurt?
It would be funny if the event is serious. It is serious?
I can't imagine Freddie playing without an
Why can't
apology.
this just be chess?
You, of all people, have the nerve to ask that?
I'm in chess second.
Bullshit! Don't you think we know who you are, Mr. Molokov? The State Department briefed us before we came here.
This still does not mean I am not in love with the game of chess.
I'll bet you love all kinds of games.
Florence Vassi, left Hungary, 1956. Mother dead. Father lost, presumed dead. Brought up by Lawrence Osborne, professor of ancient history, Yale University. We have been briefed about you as well, Miss Vassi. 1956 was a long time ago. In the Soviet Union, we have already forgotten it.
I haven't! I still feel everything.
My country was asked to
Don't
help.
give me any more reasons to hate you, Mr. Molokov. The old reasons are enough.
All right, Trumper leaves. What does that get him? You won't get a second chance.
Freddie walks now. He says he caught the commie cheating. Who won't believe him? He'll be a hero. I suspect he could run for office. What does your guy take back? Tomorrow.
Must the meeting be in public?
The
The
apology.
discussion.
I see no more need for publicity.
I suggest a hotel room then.
Very funny.
And a private place, a restaurant.
I know restaurants as well.
Let us choose at random then. I have a Bangkok food guide.
I have the same one. We'll use mine.
They are the same.
So there's no problem with using mine.
I open your point.
Agreed.
Let's make it the third below the one you've touched.
The fourth.
The second.
Agreed.
The generous soul bar.
Sounds ideal.
A lot of nerve those guys have. Yoga, think of it, nothing sacred. I tell you, they can't play chess without cheating. It's their nature. Freddie's completely disillusioned. I mean, he came here to play chess.
Where's Freddie?
Shh. Right, I think that's the point. If you can't trust Russians over chess, over a game, how are you going to trust them with, say, an arms control deal? But I mean, that is basic common sense. Then again, what do I know?
Where's Freddie?
Shut up! I mean, what do I know? I used to be a liberal myself, but that was back in the 60s and... What the hell are you doing? That was the LA Times!
Where's Freddie?
20 minutes to make the connection.
Damn it, tell me where he is!
How else should I know where Freddie is? You're the nursemaid, I thought. Maybe he got tired of being treated like he didn't know anything.
Who are you, Mr. Anderson?
What?
What do you really want with Freddie?
I want him to be rich. To recognize his potential. Chess games come and chess games go. But money!
Why do I not believe this? What he did today was not his style.
Walking out of a chess match not Freddie Trumper's style? Oh, you don't think I had something to do with it?
You follow the slime, you find the slug.
Wouldn't want to go home without seeing some of the sights. Pat Pong Palace? Sugar Shack? Girls, girls, girls. Ever been there, Walter?
Oh, hey, that's not something you confess to in front of a lady.
Get out of here.
You want to come, Florence? It could be a real education. Walter?
See? He's the boss. I'll be in my room.
What if I told you today was all my idea?
Then I'd say it was the first time you ever did something like that without talking it over with me.
What if I said I did it spontaneously?
To that I'd say only bad chess players move spontaneously. And that is one thing you are not.
I think making the point about the Russians cheating is worthwhile in itself.
Since when? Here, we're meeting Sergeyevsky at this restaurant at 10 o'clock.
He'll apologize?
He'll meet us, that's enough.
Not for me.
What are you doing? This isn't the Freddie Trumper who lived just to play the game of chess.
Who is happy in $10 t-shirts and playing chess games just for the thrill of it? You're right. Maybe I want to fulfill my potential.
I wonder where you got that from.
Florence, he's trying to help me.
Grow up, Freddie!
You work for me!
You want to lose your only friend? Well, keep it up, you're doing fine! Why this humiliation? Why treat me like a fool? I've taken shit for 7 years and I won't take it anymore!
I'm only teasing Soviets with gentle harmony, and you've a better reason to be anti them than me.
There's a time and there's
Are you for me or for them?
There's a time and there's a place.
I'd have thought you'd support any attack on these people. The people who ran mindless over your childhood. Don't let them fool you. For 30 years on, they're the same. They see chess as war, playing with pawns just like Poland. If you walk out on me, you're really betraying your father. Were he alive now, he'd surely be dying of shame.
He would, but he didn't